Good afternoon traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. So welcome to today's update. So we're going to have two parts in today's update. I'm going to try and keep this as quick as possible. So first is going to be a forex component. Then we're going to have a look at a pattern on the US30 on the weekly chart, which has caught my attention in a couple ways because number one, I've been watching the weekly chart for a while now because I'm trying to see a entry point for a possible longer term position. So I'll run over that, what I'm looking at, and feel free to drop me any comments about your thoughts about that if you agree or not. But yeah, we are starting to see some signs that maybe the weekly chart could be putting up a signal that could say that more higher prices to come, but we're going to have a look at that in a moment. So as always, if you do enjoy our content and you like to stay up to date with what we're doing, please subscribe. As usual, we have a lot of fantastic presenters and they're changing as we progress, and definitely subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date with what's coming out. So first things first, we had high consumer confidence yesterday. So there was the CB consumer confidence from the US that came out at 108.3 versus 101 flat expected, and there was a pretty good increase. So some good signs there. Oil inventories also came in at minus 5.9 million, and we are seeing oil at the moment showing some good signs. Overall risk markets are pretty good today, and this has been going on since last night, but futures are pretty solid at this stage as well. So just a quick look at oil. So we can see this nice buy yesterday after the inventories, and we are seeing a little bit more buying at this stage today. Now we'll just have a quick look at some of the risk currencies and the dollar. The Aussie dollar is leading. We're seeing a very nice move here. Now that's off that support areas, as really seen at that 66.47, and there's more support up here at 66.70. The euro is also having a very solid day. We do have a bit of a consolidation pattern here. It does look like it's starting to try and push at the break of that, so definitely we'll keep an eye on that one into the London session today. You can just see that pattern there, that triangle pattern, and if we have a breakout of that followed by more buying, we could see a trend continuation underway. Now the pound had a bit of a bad night last night. It did break this trend, but we are seeing some buying today. I'm not really too focused on the pound at the moment. It's not as strong as the Aussie or the euro at this stage, so there's a fair bit more going on in those two pairs. But at this stage we are seeing some mixed results from risk to the yen. We all know what happened this week with the yen, and the Aussie is in front at the moment, but look, there's a long way to go to get over what we saw the other day. So the US dollar, let's have a look at that one. Now the dollar has been sort of locked in this range for a while. It's still staying in this range, but we are seeing some selling now. Now where it will get interesting if we break this low here and get back down to this level at 103.46. Now if we do see a break of that level, this trend's back on, and we'll be looking for further pushes lower with that series of lower highs and lower lows to continue. But we do need to see a break lower and a new lower low to really galvanize this thought process that this trend is going to continue. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well. We want to, as mentioned, we want to see this low broken, so that we'll do a bit more, a world of good if we are looking for a trend continuation to continue lower. Where we will see a bit of a worry is if we do see support re-engage here and we see a break back over this point, and that could be telling us a different story. Now we did say there was an inverse head and shoulders there, and that's sort of the critical junction for that pattern right now. So we can see here the shoulder, the head, and starting to see a shoulder here. If that does break that point up here, yeah, definitely there could be a reversal going on. So if we do see a break at this point, we're looking for a TC to the downside. Now we want to just jump into this US30, not an idea, but what we're seeing on it. So we can see this rally here. This could be considered still a downtrend rally. We do have this short-term downtrend going underway. Impulse rallies, the rallies normally impulse a bit deeper on the bear side, so that could still be playing into this. So that's why this is a little bit confusing at the moment. So if we did see selling, we want to see a higher low followed by more buying, and then a break of the previous high to say the buyers are in control or gaining control. Now, where it gets more interesting is on the weekly chart, and that's where I'm really focusing at it from. So we can see here we've had our move down, we had a rally, then we had a move down again, and then we had a move up. Now this is a strong move up, and we can see lots of trend breaks there. It also lines up with that low lines up with a pretty decent point on the Fibonacci scale, and we've had a nice balance out. We can't discount this just yet because it looks quite strong. We've had our move down and now we're seeing a rally up. So that's what has my attention at the moment. That rally also comes from a previous point of resistance, which is, around this area at 32,311, call it 32,310. And we do see some support at this point here at 32,721. If we can see this low hold and we see and this bar closes out firm and we sell more buying next week, potentially we have a new higher low and we have possibly the makings of a new continuation. Now, obviously a move back up and a break of this area here will confirm it for me and will really lock in that this trend break is broken. And it could also be saying that via the weekly time frame that we do have a new, medium term trend really getting underway. So early days right now, but definitely this is something to keep an eye on right now. And I've been watching this week and it's quite interesting to see. And we want to see really by Friday, Saturday morning close New York time, which is local Australian time. We really want to see if this bar can close higher. And if we do see that occur, even if we see some more growth and we see a close above last week's open, that would be an even better signs. And then we'll want to see next week if buyers can continue. And if we are seeing those signs come through, it could be showing us that medium-term trend or possibly a long-term trend is getting underway, and we could have a new market rally really going after this real strong leg. So I'm still leaning on the bullish side. The daily is a little bit mixed. There's a little bit going on there, but from a weekly point of view right now things are looking quite positive. And you could also, it's not the best really, I'm not even going to say that actually, it's not really that pattern at all, but we definitely have that nice move down, that exhaustion move down lower. We have that really nice bounce up, we have a move down, and now we look like we have a new higher low in place. So let's just see what happens over the next few weeks. I won't revisit this one regularly to talk about it, but definitely keep an eye on it. But yeah, the real key is here is breaking these resistance points and this resistance point up here. If we can see a market trading above those levels, definitely, who knows, we could really be seeing something getting underway. And I'll just adjust that. So if we have that new trend in place, and who knows where we're going to go. The road does lead to all-time highs, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself or really get too excited about it right now. There has been a bit of talk that we could see further selling into the first quarter next year. So who knows? The market will tell us what it's going to do through its actions, and we'll just have to continue to wait, watch, and just look at the evidence as it's being presented. But definitely right now, starting to see something that looks pretty positive, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that. So that's the end of this update for today. Thanks very much for your time. We appreciate that you check out and give us some views. And if you are, have anything to say, if you have any comments about what I've posted today, feel free to drop a comment on YouTube, and I'd love to hear from you. So have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. News-wise, there's really not too much coming out. We have on Saturday, late Friday, early Saturday morning, we have CAD GDP and the US core PCE price index coming out. So they keep an eye on them, especially from the PCE price index from an inflation point of view. But yeah, let's see what happens, and have a fantastic Thursday. Thank you very much, and bye.